Yo YouTubers, my schizophrenic brain switches to YouTube mode. Sorry I look a mess, guys. I've been like, red till we're dead. Alright, it's the date, it's 7:05 in the evening, 19:05 in the evening, on the 6th of July 2021, right? I've made a whole movie of making Belgian candy sugar and brewing my second homebrew batch, right? And I bottled it 2 weeks ago today. On the 22nd is when I bottled my beers, right? And it's now the 6th of July, right? So, you're supposed to leave your beers for a month to get the real taste, right? It's 2 weeks, I can't wait basically. I just cannot wait to try and see if I've succeeded, because I filmed the whole brew this time. I made the video of filming everything, right? Me making the brew, me recipe basically, right? Like the cauldron of Bruce. The cauldron of #1 in a dog brewery, right? Making my first ever Belgian strong ale. And I ain't putting that, I can put it together and I've done it all, making the Belgian candy sugar and everything. For anyone who's interested, you know what I mean? If people don't want to watch it, beat it. Go on, beat it. Why are you watching my channel? Go on, scram, press the dislike button and beat it. But anyway, if you're interested, right? Because it is an art form. I'm not putting the video together until I've tried this beer and it's good, because I could try it and it could be absolutely crap. Because I didn't use a kit, I used proper Pilsner malts, what I paid for. I put oats in it, done the candy sugar, I bought hops, Cascade hops, right? So basically what I was aiming for was a Belgian triple, right? It turns out when I took the measurements and done the hydrometer readings and everything, it turned out I was hoping to reach say 9–10%, right? It reached a good 7 to 8%. It's about 7.5%, which is not bad, right? 7's the magic number, isn't it, right? So anyway, without further ado, I've got all the bottles bottled, they're all bottled. I've got pop top ones and everything. The pop top ones were the first ones bottled, the recyclable pop tops. Right, but I've got this bottle, it's number 21 of these, the caps. Number 21, right? This is Duke the Nuke. This is my, you can't do this without showing. Oh, I can't get the, can't do it without the dog, mate. Can't do it without the dog. Can't do this without the little fella. Can't do this without the little fella. Right, so because I'm going to be doing a label for it if it's nice, like, Look, man, you go there, mate. Duke the Nuke. Right, look. You imagine, like, that's not going to be the label, obviously, but my first beer was called Indiana Johnny, named after my dad. So this is Duke the Nuke, and it's called Duke the Nuke because the first beer was 4%, I think. This is 7%. I don't know until I drink it. Like, I'll have a wild guess, but my calculations, it worked out 7.5%, right? So it's Duke the Nuke, it's Belgian, it's number 21 of these. The pop tops have got like 1 to 14 or something. And then these are like 1 to 25, I think. So I'll pick the bottle up in the middle. The sediment's going to be at the bottom, the yeast and everything. Looks good, that, doesn't it? The ugliest dog in the world, man. Look at how ugly he is, man. He looks like a space shuttle, doesn't he? Not the front of a space shuttle. But anyway, Duke the Nuke. Spelled Duke da D-A Nuke, because I'm hoping this nukes me, like, Right, I mean, like, hopefully I've got 4 of these bottles in the fridge, well 3 of them in the fridge and this one. I've chilled it a bit. It's a big bottle as well, so I did some little ones as well, you know what I mean. There's 2 carbon drops in this for the carbonation. I'm actually bricking it in case it explodes or whatever, you know, because I did have 1 bottle in the last batch, right. But anyway, it's my 2nd ever homebrew, right. Got the pissy Belgian kid. It's Belgian, it's got Belgian yeast in, which I ordered from Belgium. It's got everything, Cascade hops. It's been dry hopped. And I really can't wait, I just can't wait to try this. I don't want to get drunk or nothing like that, man. I've had, you know, some heavy drinking recently, but I've got to try this, you know. 2 weeks, it's been 2 weeks, should be a month, shouldn't it, but I'll do another one of these in a month's time, in 2 weeks' time, you know, so like you get the full month, but I can't wait, you know what I mean, I just cannot wait. Number 21 in the these, so it's just like 25 of them. Quite a few bottles of Belgian, guys. 2 carbon drops, full size bottle. There's going to be yeast in there and everything, there is quite a bit of yeast in there. Okay, it's 1911, here we go, opening Duke the Nuke. 1911 and 43, 46, 47 seconds. Get ready, I'm scared, I'm scared. It made the sound. Okay. 21. It hasn't exploded. It's more fun with the pop tops because they pop open, don't they? You know what I mean? They pop open like, whereas that with them caps you got to take them off slow. It hasn't exploded. It's looking okay. Now I'll try my best to not let any of the sediment get in there and see. Let's see what we get, eh? Bruce's first Belgian strong ale. See if we can get a head. My fridge is exceptionally cold. I'm shaking because my hand's on my knee. Alright. I don't like holding my glass in my left hand. Alright, man. Bit of sediment in there, right? Okay. What do we have? It looks kind of muddy. Like a dunkel. It's very dark. Like a dunkel. Dunkel. Man from Dunkel. The man from Dunkel. I didn't expect it to be clear. Didn't use any finings, guys. Didn't use any of that stuff. I just... It looks like a bock, doesn't it, or something? Let's there you go. See the carbonation? There's not much of a head. Let's turn this off. There's not much of a head, right? But I didn't expect that because I haven't fully left it for the month, have I? You know. But it's a bit of a cum shot here, right, guys? What do you think? It's got a lovely brown beige colour. Looks kind of homebrewy, doesn't it? Certainly not as fizzy as my first brew, but you know, it's looking good anyway. Alright, smell. Reminds me of barley wine. This yeast, I know it's the yeast. It's got like an appley pears kind of aroma, which I really like. You know what I mean? I bought some more. I'm gonna do another brew. I've got another brew coming on maybe the next couple of days. I'm gonna carry on brewing and storing the bottles, and I might sell some. I don't know. Right. Toffee, nutty, oaty. I did put oat in it. Pilsner malts. Toffee, it does smell strong. But does it taste homebrewy? Does it taste like a pub? Does it taste like a real Belgian? Who knows? I can't remember what time I started now. Half an hour. Alright, let's go. We're talking like 1950, 15 minutes past 7 in the evening. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37 seconds. Go, Pellier. It's very, it's not too gassy, right? It's got a bit of fizz. The taste is really strong. It's like a really dark. It's nothing like my first beer, let's put it that way, my first homebrew. Look at it, you know, it's, I think the word is dangerous. It's strong, it's dark. It's immediately going to my head. It tastes like toffee. Man, it's Duke the Nuke, mate. It's lethal. This is like, I don't want to make anything stronger than Duke the Nuke, you see. I've got a couple of beers coming up and they're all named after members of my family. The first one was my Owlman. The second one was my dog. The next one's going to be after myself. Something like Fat Bastard or something. I don't know. My sisters are going to have a beer. If they're watching this, like, I've got like, my younger sister, my brother is going to be something like, I don't want to give the game away, like, but like I've got some comical things. One after me mum called Black Betty. You know, it'd be like, I might do it like black currant flavour with a bit of Pernod in it, no, an aniseed flavour, like, because she liked Pernod and aniseed. She wasn't really a drinker, me mum, but right. And if a beer named after me mum, it'll be like, you know, you couldn't mess with me mum because she'd just beat you up. You know what I'm saying? You know, she was like lethal. She'd knock you out, and I want the beer to be like that. Like, don't mess with this stuff; it'll knock you out. Black Betty, like, #1 in a dog, Black Betty, with black currants in it or something. You know, like a mad flavour. But anyway, this is Duke the Nuke at the moment. We've had Indiana Johnny. This is Duke the Nuke. Man, this is Duke the Nuke, guys. It's strong. It's old school. It's like Trappist. It's got that treacly toffee, but not too bitter. The Cascade hops. I dry hopped it. I hopped it throughout the brew. The whole recipe, I mean, I'd have to get someone else's opinion. Someone else would have to drink this and do a review of it. Someone I know, choose from the streets. Maybe a homeless person. I think a homeless person. I was thinking of taking a bottle out in the streets and giving a homeless person it. I'm filming them and say, review this beer, mate, and I'll give you a beer for nothing, alright? Or 2 or 3, whatever, like. But it's a good way. Now, anyway, let's get the... I think it's looking good, don't you? I'll tell you what, mate, it's... Duke the Nuke, straight to my head, mate. Man, I've got to be honest. It's got like a paint strippery kind of thing, but in a good way, right? It's just, I want it to be strong. I wanted it to be like my dog. Strong, untamable. You can't conquer him. No one could control him. This is dangerously scary, guys. I know this is dangerously scary. It reminds me of Carlsberg Special Brew. But it's got an exotic European winey flavour to it. This is going to be good after a month. Now, as I'm sort of getting them, you know, repeating on me. Belgian chocolate. Dark. It's sweet. It's sweet. It's looking good. it's like wine. And I'll give you the cum shot so you see how the way the bubbles are dispersing, like. You can see it looks alright, doesn't it? But it's dark, mate. Seriously dark. Bit like a stout. Porter. Dark, nutty. I didn't roast anything, you see. I didn't put any roasted malts in. The Belgian candy I made was basically like a lumps of toffee by the time it sort of melted. I had to do the brew quick because I made all the candy in advance. And we were just starting, the summer was coming and kicking in, and I couldn't put it in my fridge or nothing. And it was all starting to melt in the little tubs, you know what I mean? So I thought, it's 3 grams, guys. Sorry, 3 kilograms. 3 kilograms of candy sugar went into this. As well as the natural malts. It's not a kit. This is my own recipe, guys. I did get recipes off internet and checked it out, Belgian Trappist, the Belgian triples. But man, it's dark, isn't it? Whoa, man. Look. What do you think, guys? Does it look good? I might send a bottle to Simon, Simon, the beer reviewer on the Beercraft channel. I might post him a bottle, like. Be great to see what he thinks, man, but it's not too bad. It's not unbearable. It's very drinkable, but it's dark. And it's got that. Oh man, like I'm kind of scared. There's some yeast there. I could reuse that one. I'll pour that out and I'll repitch it. Like I'll try and use it, like. So. Right, I was totally sober when I started the review, right? That seems more than 7%, man. I think my calculations are wrong. Look at that, man. Come on, give us your honest opinion. It's got like a sort of cough sweet. No cough sweets. It looks so good, man. It smells fantastic. Which, unlike Duke, he didn't smell fantastic at all, mate. Now it's going down the glass. It's getting smoother. I used spring water, right? But I used tap water when I did the boiling process, when I boiled it in the pot and adding the hops and everything. Because I only had so many bottles of spring water and I didn't want to take a chance and put like spring water in it to start and run out of bottles of spring water. I get these big bottles of spring water, you know what I mean? But it's got Welsh spring water in it, it's from Wales. Celtic, it's called, the company, Celtic. And I'm getting it. The water's fine. This is good. I think apart from the fact it's not clear, it's got loads of, in the bottles, I did a clear bottle so I can show it on camera another time, like, one clear, well, 2 clear bottles, one small clear bottle, like a Belgian size with 1 carbon drop, and then the full size bottle it was clear with 2 carbon drops. In the big bottles I put 2 carbon drops, and then I did a lot of them little Belgian bottles with 1 carbon drop to get the authentic Belgian. Well, I'd say with success, it's like shimmy or something, guys. It's like, I've officially become a Belgian brewer, basically. It's dangerous. In my opinion, it's dangerous. Let's see what time we're on here. 19 minutes. And I can't throw this down like I normally do. I can't, like, I'm scared. Look at that. Any opinions there, mate? Please tell me what you see. My second homebrew of all time. It's alright, it's drinkable. It's not unbearably bitter. It's, the Cascade hops have got a kind of appley, there's like an apple and pears flavour hidden in it all. I was hoping to get that banana taste, but let's go. I'm not getting much of the banana thing. What's the famous commercial drink that it's reminding me of? I'll tell you one thing, it doesn't taste like a homebrew. It doesn't seem like I'm drinking a homebrew. It seems like something I bought. Oh man, it's like a fizzy red wine as well. It's got like... The toffee aftertaste is quite a surprise, like. It's not gassy. It's the way the water comes in. The mouth feels lovely. You can clearly taste the spring water. But like I say, I might have done a bit of like, I might have robbed it of certain qualities by not using completely spring water in the boil, you know what I mean? But I don't think that really matters because I boiled it to over 100 degrees, you know, I boiled it to 100 degrees to sterilise it, then cooled it down before I started the adding the Pilsner malts. Oh wow, there's complicated aftertaste tones coming in here, mate. And the fumes are going to my brain in ways, because I've brewed it myself in Birkenhead. This is number 1 on the Dog Brewery. I can't really explain what's going on in my head. I've never experienced this before because it's strong. The other one was like pop. It was like 3.8 to 4%. And it was like, say I drank 4 or 5 of them, then I started feeling a bit wellied. This is definitely like, man, I'm a potential brewer, mate. It's like, you know, people go on about Hennessy's and things like that, these like specialist drinks, and they cost quite a lot of money, because I know myself when I made this, I put a lot of care and attention into it, and I didn't add any additives or preservatives or anything. I know myself what went into this beer. This is a craft beer. And the delicacy in my tongue, it's not lingering, it's gone, it's like, it's gone. Come short while there's no, foam, like. What do you see, guys? What do you see? I see, like, look at them bubbles there, they're still going, look. Wow. The feel-good factor. Let's just check the time. 24 minutes, right? It's got a few minutes. Might get the glass all down in that thing, like. You're to blame for this one, mate. What do you think? These fellas knocked out. Knocked him out, man. Nutty. I'm shocked. I was hoping it'd be... I was hoping to achieve, like, you know what was influenced by? Castile beer, you know, Castile Triple. It was really heavily influenced by Castile Triple. I was hoping to achieve the sweetness that I tasted in that. And they're master brewers, they're a commercial company, they're a big company, they've been brewing for years, and obviously I ain't going to reach that immediately, but it's good, I'll tell you that. It's the apples and pears flavour, like very delicate. The Belgian yeast. If anyone's watching who knows me, right, like Andy, if you watch this, Blano, you know, if you watch this, Blano, yeah. If you want a bottle to review, this is Birkenhead Homebrew at its finest, man, honestly. It's it's kind of alcohol pop. It really is kind of, it's kind of, it's Duke the Nuke, this, mate. But I'll give you a bottle to try, like, you know what I mean? And if you want to do, you've got to do a review though. Well, look, man, I'll shake it up, look. And it's getting into the kind of like sticky toffee pudding realm. Chocolate. It reminds me of, you know, Rice Krispies with chocolate on. You know, in school when they used to give you Rice Krispies with chocolate on, like. It's got a Belgian chocolate flavour to it, definitely. Now remember, it's only been 2 weeks, this, guys. It should be a month. I should have waited a month, but there's no way I was going to wait. I might do one more bottle of this to see how merry it gets me, like. I've got 3 bottles in the fridge in case. I haven't got any more drinks to drink apart from me Bushy's beer, what I'm keeping hold of. 2 bottles of Bushy's. Shout out for Bushy's there. My next beer, I'm going to try and make a Bushy's. I asked the guy, Slurpy Dave, from Bushy's, what hops to use in Bushy's, and he told me, like, so, you know, I'm going to try and achieve that frequency. I don't think I'll ever get there, like, but we can only try, can't we? You know, that's the best beer I've ever tried, that, to be honest, by the way, guys. Bushy's beer from the Isle of Man. I'm not kidding you, that's personal, you know what I mean? Anyway, no, I'll tell a lie, the best beer I ever tried was my dad's homebrew, which he did once. Not all of his homebrew, most of it was terrible. One he did that was brilliant, like, but... And then next to that, Bushy's beer on the Isle of Man, so there's something to do with my dad, isn't it? But this is winey, it's strong. I'm feeling groovy, man. I'm actually feeling groovy, like. It's the toffee element. It's like liquid toffee. It's so gentle. The more you get used to it, once your taste buds and your palate adapts to it, it's not as bitter. It's not as Carlsberg Special Brewery or what can I think of? Like, it's not that kind of thing. It's like definitely like a Belgian or a German Dunkel or something like. It is Dunkel, innit? I think I've made a Dunkel instead of a triple by accident. Dark, strong, Belgian. So, let me see. 28 minutes, alright, man. I ain't gonna throw this back, I'm gonna try and fizz it up. Look at the way it's staying in the glass, it's not flying out like some beers fly out the glass. Look, it's got that control. I am the brewmeister. Brewmeister Bruce. Alright, I'm getting off. It's got to be a 10 out of 10, hasn't it? It's got to be a 10 out of 10, like, but that's just me talking, and whoa, it's like getting there, mate. It's full. It's strong. Not dead strong, you know, it's like tequila strong, whiskey strong. Guys, you know, think about the back in the day, in the old days, when people made alcohol, they didn't have a hydrometer, they didn't measure these things. It's just kid stuff compared to wine. With every little, oh, I'm feeling good. With every little thing, I'm tasting apples, you know, when it's the Belch, apples, pears. This Belgian yeast is amazing. I'm smelling apple juice. And I'm not like, this is like craft beer, I'm feeling kind of tame and brilliantly comprehensive, and I expected to get bladdered when I hit this, like, and wow, woo, sweet dreams tonight, isn't it? Alright, Bruce's second brew, number 1 on the Dog Brewery, Duke the Nuke. It's a success. I'm gonna say 10 out of 10. It's not a month yet. It's not a month yet, but that's fine. Now carry on experimenting. Thanks for watching. Comments below, any questions? But I'll be putting the movie on, now that I've tried it, I've decided I'm gonna put the movie on of me making the whole thing. So you can copy the recipe if you want to, like, and be as mad as me. And if you're as mad as him, you don't know what you're talking about, you haven't got a clue. You can't be as mad as him, mate. You can't be as mad as him, mate. No one can be as mad as him, mate. Well, I'm getting there. Bottle number 2 coming up. See you later. Thanks for watching. 10 out of 10. Duke the Nuke. Let's go.